Hello everybody, welcome back to my walkthrough of Bloodborne. Today's episode number 4, we're going to be covering all of Cathedral Ward. So sadly no boss fights today. Like I said, we'll be covering the rest of Cathedral Ward. It's quite a large area. So if you're following from the last episode, in the last episode we went to Old Yarnum and we killed the Bloodstarved Beast. So we should be good to level up once. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Like I said, sadly today, no boss fights. Cathedral Ward is, again, kind of a large area. We actually kind of already did a small little chunk of it in the last episode. So yeah, like I said, today we're just finishing 100% completing the area, getting ready to fight the boss in probably the next episode. So if you remember correctly, in the last episode when we spawned into Cathedral Ward, we went to this side here, cleared that, and went to Old Yarnum. By the end of this episode today, we're actually about halfway through, we're going to end right back up at this section over here. So when you kill the Bloodstarved Beast, this door will open up. It's usually closed. As soon as you kill the Bloodstarved Beast, this door opens up. So I highly recommend starting over here. This elevator here. Use it, look up, and then dodge forward into this kind of secret little hallway. Just have a few items we need to pick up over here. Quick little drop. In this chest here, we'll be picking up our first rune. Now, we don't really have access to the tool that we need to actually equip these. But just know that runes are essentially like, I don't know, almost like passive perks that you can equip. You can equip 3 or 4 at a time. Yeah, 4 at a time, 3 regular ones, and then like a covenant rune. And then basically, like I said, they all give you kind of passive bonuses. Some of them do have triggers, like they trigger on visceral attacks or something like that. So long story short, the one that we just picked up gives you us +4 quicksilver bullets, so we can carry 24 at a time instead of 20. And then the messenger urn festival, again, one of those items that just goes into our messenger bath, so we can buy more items. So after you pick up those items, you drop that back down to the lantern area, and then we're going to go right back up that elevator. We're going to be going up and down this elevator quite a few times in this episode. So I always recommend when you get to the top of the elevator that you always send it back down to this level just to save some time so we don't have to pull the lever and wait for the elevator every single time. When we send the elevator down, we're going to sprint right by that room. Or you'll see there's going to be an enemy with a Gatling gun, so we're just going to sprint by him. Just keep running. And as you can see, he's pretty much stationary when he shoots. Pretty much an easy kill. And then in this chest over here, we actually have another rune that we can't use yet. This is our level 1 communion rune, which gives us one more blood vial, so we can carry 21 instead of 20, which is kind of cool. This next area here, there's going to be 2 gunmen at the top of that little kind of perch. You should be able to just kind of sprint forward. There's going to be another enemy that's going to rush us. You should be able to just sprint forward and basically just kind of dodge the bullets. Not dodge them, but there you go. And then you should be safe to kill this guy under here. This next room here has 5 enemies. 1 tucked away around the corner here, 1 tucked away right there. 1 gunman on that side, and then those 2 guys. So really, I usually like to do this. Walk in, kill that guy, walk out. This guy will usually come see you. Oh. Alright. Get the gunman. And get these 2 guys. There you go. In this chest over here, we're actually going to pick up a level 2 blood tinged gemstone, which is going to increase our left hand weapon damage, or gun weapon damage, by like 12, almost 13%, which is very good at this point in the game. When you get to the top of the stairs, stand behind this pillar. This guy with the Gatling gun is going to empty out a full clip into the pillar. And there you go. Once he stops shooting, you're good to go. 2 hits to kill. So don't be afraid to kind of tank a hit from this guy. Your priority should definitely be killing the guy with the Gatling gun. On this level here, there's 2 gunmen, and then also a kind of one of those big brick trolls, brick ogres. Yeah, that guy. So basically, you want to try to bait. Oh, well, actually, if you have time to kill one of them, But basically, you just want to fight this guy in safety, the big guy. We don't want to be Jeez Louise. Don't want to be fighting him, you know, on that perch with the two gunmen possibly shooting at us. But obviously, as I did, if you have time to kill one of the gunmen before he notices you, definitely take that chance. Obviously, there's a ledge here. Do not chain more than 2 attacks. You might fall off. Go up this ladder. When you get to the top of this ladder, do not bother going to the right. There's nothing there for us. So we're going to go to the left. Past this doorway real quick. Just go pick up this item, a level 6 thick gold blood, which is, again, just free blood echoes. Fantastic. Go over here. Now there's a gunman over here. There's a regular enemy over here. And then another gunman in this hallway over here. Both of the gunmen in this area have flamethrowers, so just be aware of that. Again, early game fire does quite a lot of damage to us. And in this chest, we get the Radiant Sword Hunter badge. Yeah, so the main thing is that allows you to buy the Ludwig's Holy Blade, which is a phenomenal weapon, maybe the best base game weapon. I don't know what else you can buy when we get that item, but I know for sure the Ludwig's Holy Blade is like the big one. The Ludwig's Holy Blade, again, very good weapon, but it's kind of on the expensive side. I think it's like 30,000, maybe even 40,000 blood echoes to buy it, so just beware of that. If you have any Molotov cocktails, I would equip one now. There's going to be one of those scurrying beasts. So basically, we just made our way back down. We're right back at where we started. Now instead of going up, we're going to go to the left side and go down. Again, I have a Molotov cocktail equipped for this little guy right here. We're actually going to be coming back to this area another time very shortly. So if you missed the scurrying beast, who carries the twin bloodstone shards, you'll have a second chance at killing him. The reason why I'm stressing this one specifically is because it's our first set of twin bloodstone shards. If you remember correctly, both of our weapons are now at level 3 if you follow my route. So basically now we don't need any regular bloodstone shards, we need twins to start upgrading our weapons even more. When you get to this section, as you can see, it's kind of like not necessarily a jumping puzzle, more like a dropping puzzle. And the kind of crappy thing about this part is once you commit, so if I go to the right side to get these items, I can't go to the left side and get the secret area, I guess. So we're definitely going to go to the left-hand side first, access the area, because there's a lantern there, and then we can teleport out. And then we're going to have to come back to the top here and go visit the right-hand side to get the items. So to get to the left side, I usually like to stand on right about this area right here where I'm standing. Line your character up facing these, I guess these ropes that are hanging down here. And then simply just do a forward dodge onto this platform. Heal up. And then drop down one more layer. Right in front of this doorway. And this area here, there's no enemies. This is pretty much like a little, kind of like a lore area or a story area. As you can tell, this area here is, or the hub area, our Hunter's Dream that we visit is, 100% modeled after this place. So I don't exactly know the lore implications of this area specifically, but I know it's the original Hunter's Workshop. So anyways, take that as you will. In this chest here, we have the doll set. So you can cosplay as a doll if you want. Just a quick disclaimer, none of the pieces of clothing or attires in this game are tied to any sort of trophies. So by all means, if you're not going to wear it or anything like that, you can sell it for blood echoes. The doll set specifically gives you quite a lot of blood echoes. Small hair ornament, we're going to give that to the doll when we get to the Hunter's Dream. 1/3 umbilical cord is a story item. Long story short, there's 3 different endings to this game, and to get the third one, which is kind of, I guess, the secret ending or the harder ending to get, we need to, at some point in our playthrough, consume or use 3 of those umbilical cords. We can actually get a total of 4 in the game, and if I follow all of my steps correctly, I'll actually be showing you how to get all 4 of them. So just in case you miss one, you'll have kind of like a dummy one, so you can get that third ending. But yeah, And this last item here by this tombstone is the old hunter bone, which is our first piece of arcane. So this one specifically, again, all of the arcane items, they go into our quick use slot. This one, we need 15 arcane to even use it. Uses 4 quicksilver bullets, and every time you use this one specifically, it's basically just going to make our dodging and our quick stepping a little bit faster, which is kind of cool. But that's pretty much all we needed from this area. So we're going to open up the lantern and then go back to the dream and then go back to Cathedral Ward. So yeah, like I said, definitely one of my biggest gripes with this game is that we can't travel back and forth between the between area to area like other Souls games. Like I know Demon Souls for sure. I think I said that in the last episode. I've on the side been playing through Demon Souls Remastered, and I fucking love that you can just teleport from area to area in that game. You don't have to go back to the hub and then go back to the to the area that you want to go to. Anyways, so once you're back to Cathedral Ward, sadly we need to go back up that elevator. Luckily we sent it back down, so we don't have to wait for it. Again, wait for it to go up, press on it again, run by this guy. The next enemies over here on top, I'm just going to run by, because we're essentially going right back to that kind of jumping puzzle area. Again, second time coming here, so if you missed the scurrying beast or if you fell off the ledge or something, you do have a second chance at getting your twin bloodstone shards. Alright, so for the right hand side to go get the items, I think there's a few routes that you can take. There's definitely two little, you have two options that you can do, but the one I usually take is I usually drop onto this platform first. Then if you notice on this kind of piece of wood that I'm looking at here, right on that I'm standing on, there's like a piece of cloth, what it looks like. I usually try to line my character up with that and then just walk slowly off of that. You'll land on this piece of wood, and then slowly drop down over here to get the messenger top hat, which again, one of those items that is going to go in our messenger bath so we can get more items. This here, just drop, line yourself up with that little piece of wood that's sticking out right there. Should be able to drop on the Madman's Knowledge. And then, I don't know if you can see it, but there is another platform right below us. Right there. So we need to do actually I'm going to heal up just in case. And then do a forward dodge. Ooh, that was a little close. Heal up again because I'm a peach. And then you just need to do a dodge over here. And then you can walk down over here. Congratulations, you made it. This next enemy here is a very tough fight, but we can kind of take advantage of him taking his sweet ass time to get up. Do a charge attack and a visceral. Probably need 1 or 2 more hits here. Just know if you fight this enemy regularly, it's a very tough fight. He's actually a boss in the chalice dungeons. Anyways, I'm getting a little bit of a sidetrack, but just beware. If you don't kind of cheese him like we just did, this is a very tough enemy, so be prepared for a very tough fight. The beast rune that he drops, I don't want to get into it too much, but we won't be using it. But there's certain weapons in the game that basically allow you to transform into a beast, and that just makes the process a lot faster. So when you get into here, you're going to want to go left into this alley. There's going to be 2 crows on our right hand side, guarding this rather useless piece of clothing. Do not go on the right hand side yet. There's a very tough enemy. We want to wait and basically kill him last. Now just go over here. Kill these 2 guys. Now there's also another group of enemies that are kind of like on a scripted path here. It's going to take them forever to get all the way to the other end and then come back. So in the meantime, if you have any fire paper left from the last area, I would definitely equip them, because we're going to fight our first brain sucker. Now brain suckers are very annoying. They're very tanky. They don't really have like a wide attack pool. I want to say like 5 or 6 attacks. But the main thing that's annoying is that they have kind of an arcane attack that can trap you and like, essentially shackle you, where you can't move, you can't dodge, you can't do anything. And then he can do basically his other main attack, which is a grab attack, and it will do a crap ton of damage at this point in the game. Does an insane amount of damage, and also will suck your insight. So you'll basically lose insight if you get grabbed by him. And I'll try to basically show off the arcane attack. Oh no, that's a ground one that just does damage. This one here, you see he's kind of shooting something at us. If that hits you, you get trapped. So just be aware of that. And as you can see, he definitely spams it quite a lot. Without the fire paper, this enemy takes like 5 or 6 hits. With the fire paper, not only does it kill him a lot faster, but it actually kind of stun locks him so he can't attack you. So I definitely recommend using fire paper almost any time you're fighting them. Holy shit, I actually didn't realize I took that much time. No! This is going to take forever, guys, I'm sorry. So the reason why I'm taking my time here, and I don't want these guys... Actually, shit. Do I have any pebbles? It's too late, I think. Because again, there's a really tough enemy. You know what? Maybe we'll go deal with a tough enemy right now. I definitely recommend doing this last, but I was a little slow because I was talking too much. But this guy right here, so this is called a body snatcher. And you'll notice, anytime he gets within a certain amount of HP, we'll do a charge attack, do a visceral. When he stands up, he's going to do an animation. See? Rawr, I'm angry. So we can do another backstab and a visceral. This enemy, very tough enemy. Hits like a truck and is very tanky, but we can basically abuse the fact that they always do that animation. When they get to a certain threshold of HP, he's always going to stand up and do that animation, basically announcing that he's entering a new stage or a new phase. So anytime you can kind of initiate the engagement with a backstab, definitely do it. It becomes essentially a free kill. Oh, good golly. I just want that dog. There you go. A little stubborn there. A little stubborn. But we got there. And that's pretty much it, guys. So again, like I said, I usually try to leave this, where is he? This big boy here, this big body snatcher, for last. But like I said, anytime you can start an engagement with them by getting a sneak attack and a visceral, it pretty much ensures that you can follow up that combo with pretty much the same combo. He'll stand up, he'll do an animation, you hit another charge attack on his back, you hit another visceral, and you should be dead. So we're going to go up this elevator. And this elevator is going to bring us right back to Cathedral Ward. Wait for it. Holy shit. So, now, we want to open up this gate. We're going to go up this ladder. So this gate right here, actually, yeah, let's go up the ladder first. The top of this ladder, there's going to be some numbing mist. Numbing mist is a throwable item, almost like a Molotov, that basically anything you hit with it will not be able to heal for a certain amount of time. Sounds kind of cool, but really the only time that it's super viable or honestly useful is in the next boss fight against Vicar Amelia. The next boss has a certain stage or whatever where she's going to heal up, and if you hit her with that, you can prevent her from healing. We won't be doing that because we're going to be killing her in approximately 30 seconds, but you can definitely use the numbing mist on Vicar Amelia if you're struggling with her healing phase. The Black Messenger hat is another one of those items, once again, that goes into our bath, allowing us to buy more items. So we're amassing quite a lot of those items right now, which is really cool. Give us more things that we can buy from the bath is never a bad thing. And if you notice, we are literally right back at where we started. This is the other doorway, I guess, for Cathedral Ward, so we're pretty much right back where we started. So actually, before you know it, I'll kill this guy. So, now that we're back at the start, there's another one of those body snatchers right over here. And actually another thing that I didn't mention that I should have mentioned, if ever they kill you, if you die to one of these enemies here, you'll be transported to another area, which we go to later in the game. But there is actually a benefit to accessing that area at the start, because honestly, again, it's kind of like a mid-game to late-game area. So the fact that you can go there very early, of course, makes it a very good farming route. And we'll probably be covering that in the next episode because today, like I said, we have still have a good chunk of Cathedral Ward to get through. So we're going to go back to the Dream. We have quite a lot of Blood Echoes, and we're going to go level up. And I guess I'll see you guys there, and then we'll come back and finish the rest of Cathedral Ward. Alright. Again, first thing I'm going to do is... Actually, I don't think we have enough twins yet to... Yeah, no. We're missing one. Unfortunate. Oh, actually, yeah, we can give the small hair ornament that we picked up in the abandoned old workshop. The doll is going to drop for us a tear stone, which we then go into our inventory, use it, and it's going to give us a blood gem. This blood gem specifically we can't use right now. Our weapon, we need to get our weapon up to level 6 to be able to unlock, I think, the next slot, the third slot for blood gems. But the one that she just gave us essentially gives us, if I'm not mistaken, HP recovery, just passive HP recovery, which sounds really good. It's honestly, it's pretty mid. But yeah. Oh, actually, I almost forgot. Sorry, guys. I need to go back there and equip the blood tinge gemstone that we picked up for our left-hand weapon. So if you see, like, the level 1 gives us +3 damage there. Our this one here, sorry, actually, even just looking at the percentage, gives us 1.8% more damage. This one gives us 12.6. So obviously, this one is very good to pick up at this point in the game. And again, it's percentage, right? So the more damage we do with our left-hand weapon, the more we reinforce it, the better that gem gets, essentially. Alright, honestly, we're doing pretty good damage, so I might just go for maybe some HP and some stamina. Alright, that's about it. Now we can go back and finish the rest of Cathedral Ward. So like I said, we have a good chunk of the level left. And as you notice, we pretty much did a full circle and ended up right back at the start of Cathedral Ward. We're kind of going to do the same thing, but in another kind of further area. So again, when you spawn in, this time we can kind of ignore this side. We've pretty much got everything we needed to get from that side. We're going to go over here. I just want to make sure that, okay. We're going to go over here. And like I said, we're going to start from, oh geez, this side now. Again, if you want to, actually no, you know what, no. I was going to say if you want to practice fighting those body snatchers, you can with that one, but I definitely wouldn't, because again, if you die, you'll be transported to a new area. And just be patient, we'll be covering that area in the next episode. I'm going to try to also show the, oh no, never mind. Get our iframes. You fucker. Okay, dude. Alright. This here, it's a trap. I know if you come from any other Souls games, like, oh, I got a shield, don't use it. It's a fucking trap. It's literally useless. Unironically. Actually, maybe I show off how useless it is right here, huh? Just to show. I know somebody's gonna be like, oh, well, no, it's a shield. It must be, like, decent. Come on. There you go. All my stamina's gone and it still does damage. Like, it's literally, it serves no purpose as an actual shield. Oh, I was a little late on that one. Okay. In this next section here, we have, okay, yeah, these two guys. So we have two church doctors. Actually, there's 4 of them. The one we just killed, these 2 guys that are roaming around, and there's another one with a gun. Basically, you want to deal with all of these church doctors before you fight the giant. I'm sure you hear him walking around over there. If not, there is a church giant. So quite a lot of enemies in this section right here. Again, just deal with the church doctors. These guys are fairly easy. Very easy to abuse the parries and the viscerals with these guys. And before we go fight the giant, we're going to go right here. Kill this guy, because again, he's got a gun and he's sitting on a perch. The last thing I want to do when I'm fighting that giant is to be fighting a guy with a gun. See, this big guy. Real quick, pick up these free blood vials. And now we gotta deal with this guy. Don't go too far to the bottom of the stairs because there's because there's a dog at the bottom of the stairs. Jeez Louise. No, I missed the fucking... Dude. One more. God, they're tanky. What is this? I always forget. Oh yeah, it's the guy that fell down, duh. Okay, right down here, at the bottom of these stairs. We're going to get this item real quick in the left corner. The cold blood. This goes right back to the gate that we opened up. Speaking of gates, you can open up this gate. There's one dog down here. This is the dog I was talking about. That's why if you end up fighting that church giant and you end up at the bottom of the stairs around here, that dog might aggro onto you. So I never try to, I always try to fight that guy, as awkward as it might be in the stairs itself. Do not go up this ladder because again, we're going to do a full circle around the level and then right back up here. This next area has 2 church giants and a shit ton of madman's knowledge. I think there's like 6 of them scattered around the entire area or this whole courtyard. Oh, you fucker. That should be good. So yeah, pretty much all of the items that are on the ground here, besides the ones that these guys drop, are going to be madman's knowledge. Again, I think we picked up, what, 3 so far? There's another one there, so that's 5. I think, yeah, 5 in total in this area. 1, 2, 3. Actually, I don't know why I'm locked on here. It's making things very awkward. Oh, I'm surprised that didn't hit. You know what? Oh! My brain hurts. Holy shit, what's happening? Okay, we're lucky there that there was a wall there. Believe it or not, those flames weren't affecting us because there's a wall there. So even though the visuals looked like we were getting hit by that fire, we actually weren't. Actually, you know what? Let me test that. Oh, you're on this side now. Okay, never mind. I guess we're not testing that. He's supposed to be on the other side. Yeah, so there's a guy with a flamethrower on the other side, by the way. Alright, so okay, we got all of the items here. Real quick, go to the left-hand side. We have another, I think, more cold blood dudes. Or thick cold bloods. Jeez Louise, a lot of free blood echoes in this area. This gate, I don't know if you remember a few episodes ago, I think it might have even been in the last episode, I talked about a gate that cost 10,000 blood echoes to open, we have to buy an item, blah blah blah. This is that gate. So again, just by playing the game and progressing through the area, we can open it for free. But yeah. So that gate that we opened up is obviously, like, the game doesn't do a very good job of telling you that that kind of triggers a few key things to happen in the game. And actually, one thing that we'll probably tackle in this episode before we end the episode, is basically it's going to start the next section of the Eileen questline for us. Jeez, what the hell? Okay. So right down this area here, real quick, we're going to pick up some poison knives. When you get down here, go to the left side, don't go to the right. Mainly because there is a lady here that we're going to recruit and bring back to the Hunter's Dream. I forget her name. I think it's Adela or Adriana or Ariana, something like that. I don't know. But she's, again, one of the NPCs that we can recruit and get her to come to the chapel. I usually like to just make... Oh, maybe, okay, one extra time there. I just like to make sure that all of her dialogue is exhausted. When they start looping the same dialogue, you know that you've exhausted all of their dialogue. Okay, actually, yeah, I didn't mention. So, there's another enemy here, sleeping. He's guarding a very important set to the Black Church shed is going to allow us to recruit another NPC. At the end of this fog, there's this enemy here, and there's also 2 gunmen. Now, we're really lucky that the gunman didn't see us and he didn't start shooting at us, but usually you have a gunman shooting at you. I don't know if you see him. There he is. So obviously I try to walk as far back as I can. Like, you can go all the way back here, and as you can see, the gunman, well, oh, I guess he's reached the end of his route, but basically the gunman will start to walk instead of being, standing there and shooting at you. When you get too far, he'll just walk. So obviously if he's walking, he's not shooting. And then, believe it or not, there is actually, quickly, more poison knives, and then there was another gunman perched up all the way on top over there. This next area is kind of tricky. There's a lot of enemies. Why did they aggro? That is so weird, man. So I was just, why are they all aggroing at the same time? What did I do? That is so weird, man. I was literally going to talk about, like, oh, we might have to bait a few out and stuff. Like, no, they just came all running at us. That's cool, I guess. What the fuck, man? Alright, dude. Okay. Nope, nope, we're getting out of here. I was gonna try to squeeze through there, but obviously not very intelligent. Okay. Just trying to get a visceral on this guy. There you go. So, usually they don't all aggro onto you like that. I did say it was a tricky area, but that's not what I was talking about. So usually, you have two of them hovering around here. You got one guy that's hanging around with this dude. And then all of those other guys are usually just hanging out in this ladder room. So I don't know why the hell they all aggroed onto us. But yeah, so you have a total of 5 enemies there. As you can see here. A little bit of a cheese, a little bit of a thing that we can abuse, where the brain sucker is always going to aggro onto you when he's on this this top, I guess, layer. Anytime you walk close to this place, he'll always just kind of aggro onto you and get mad at you. So you can basically just slowly kill him by doing this. Again, see, if you just saw how many hits that took compared to the first one we fought, when we used the fire paper, we killed it in like 3 hits. This one took like, what, 7 with our extended weapon? Like, it's kind of crazy. But that's pretty much it. What bullets? I think that's all the items here, so we're going to go up the ladder. When you get back to the top of the ladder, this is pretty much the area I was talking about earlier, where I said don't bother going up the ladder because we're going to end up right back here. Well, there you go. We pretty much again did a complete full circle, and now we're right back at that ladder I was talking about. Real quick, we just need to circle back and pick up a few items from that area. Again, right here is where the... So just for reference, this is usually... This brain sucker here is usually tucked away in this corner, and he's guarding these twin bloodstone shards here. And then, like I said, anytime you like walk anywhere near this, or you go pick up the item that's at the bottom here, the brain sucker that's like hiding in this alley will always come over here to try to fight you for some reason. So again, we can kind of just abuse the AI a little bit. Shining coins. We're just picking up a few items here, and then we're going to run all the way back to Cathedral Ward. Blood gemstone, fantastic. And an antidote. Down those spiraling staircases over there is Forbidden Woods. It's pretty much a mid-game area, so we're not quite there yet. I have a honestly another boss fight, and then another area plus a boss fight until we get to Forbidden Woods. So yeah, that's pretty much it. So we're going to walk back. So really, like I said, the only thing we have left in this area, like quite literally, is 2 more enemies at the top of the staircase here. And that's pretty much it. So these 2, actually, geez, they're really far up there. These 2 church doctors on top there. Actually, I guess we'll go open the door now. So just to show you guys too that, again, I think I already mentioned it, but whenever you're doing an animation, you do have iframes. As you can see here, they're trying very hard to hit us, and they can't because we're doing an animation. So yeah, that door that we just opened is the door to the next boss fight. Do not go in there. If you open up the door, obviously, the only reason why I don't even know why I opened it. I'm sorry about that, guys. I don't really know why I opened it. I guess I just wanted to show you that iframes are a thing, but even you guys know that now. You guys know that. You guys have seen it. So anyways, but yeah, we're just gonna walk all the way back. And the reason we're coming back here is obviously we're gonna go back to the dream. But before we do that, we can actually interact with Eileen. So after we open that gate that I talked about, that secret $10,000 or 10,000 blood echo gate, whatever. Once you open that up, you'll be able to then kind of proceed with Eileen's questline. So basically, when we talk to Eileen, she tells us that Henryk, another hunter, has gone fucking crazy, and to stay away from Odon Chapel, or sorry, the tomb where we killed Father Gascon. Naturally, we're going to ignore that, and we're going to go straight down there. So this is the last thing we're going to do in this episode. Again, we pretty much just prepped the whole area. All of Cathedral Ward is cleared. We got all of the items. The boss room is ready for us. We opened up the door. So yeah, in the next episode, we're pretty much just going to go fight the next boss. But for today, the last thing we're going to do is deal with Henryk. So we're going to come back here to where we fought Father Gascoigne. Going to drop down onto that little perch where we got the brooch. And if you notice right here, behind this tree, that's Henryk. So to get him, or to get Eileen, Eileen's going to come help us out. So honestly, the hardest part about this next encounter is the fact that it's a bit of a kind of like a meat pile. We're going to be two of us fighting Henryk, and Eileen can actually aggro onto you. So if you hit Eileen, I think it's more than 3 times. I think if I don't take my word for it, but I'm pretty sure is that if you hit her more than 3 times, Eileen will actually aggro onto you, and then you basically lose that quest line. You won't be able to progress that quest line. So there's a few things we can do to get Henryk to aggro onto us. Obviously, we can just jump down. Anytime we drop down there and we try to fight him, he's going to get angry and try to fight us, which means that Eileen is going to come help us out. I usually try to stay on top here and just throw a knife at him. And after a few seconds, he's going to try to come fight us. Eileen is going to make her appearance. Soon enough, here she comes. Alright. Don't hit me. Alright. So when we get down there, I usually try to poison him. 3 poison knives should be able to poison him. And you can see that he's poisoned because he's just passively taking damage. And then, like I said, now at this point, you just want to be careful. Honestly, this guy kind of hits really hard too. I'm pretty much just playing a game of cat and mouse. Another thing you can kind of abuse here is when, oh, I guess I missed it. Come on, man. I'm trying to get a charge attack on his back, and he's, Eileen's not letting me do it. Whatever. I guess we're just gonna swing. Alright, dude. Alright, dude. There you go. So again, the hardest part about that is not hitting Eileen. The hair rune. Actually, that's I think a really good one. What does that do again? More blood echoes from visceral attacks. Okay, it's not that great, but it is pretty good if you use visceral attacks a lot. Wait, where are you going? After you kill Henryk, she's clearly out of breath. Uh-huh. To be fair, she did do most of the work. Leave the hunting of hunters to me. Okay, after you hear her say that, you've exhausted all of her dialogue. And that's pretty much it for this episode. So in the next episode, we're going to... well, actually, we're going to go to the dream first, and then we're going to level up, and then we're going to probably kill the next boss of the game, which is Victor Amelia. And then, like I said, I might actually bring you guys to that area I was talking about, where if you get killed by the body snatcher, it's going to bring you to a kind of a late game level. So we're probably going to explore that in the next episode as well. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this episode, and hopefully I see you guys in the next one. Peace, guys.